So earlier this week, we had a kind of a fun quiz game in the office at LPT Legacy of Iowa on a seemingly simple question: what is the minimum down payment required to buy a property? And it was so funny because every agent was throwing out different numbers, like 20%, which a lot of us hear on the street, right? Some were throwing out 5%, 3.5%, 3%, 0%, 10%, right? Come on, these are all very seasoned agents. Not that we are stupid, not that anybody was getting the wrong answer. It was really a function of what are the types of clients, the types of lenders, the types of products, the types of homes, properties that each of the agents are commonly working with, because all of those are actually correct answers. Big myth is that 20% is the minimum required down payment to buy a property, but that is just not the case. It really comes down to what type of property you are buying, what type of financing instrument you're engaging in, what are some other perks that you might be eligible for, such as if you're a veteran, if you're purchasing in a rural area, if you are lower income, if you are, a whole bunch of situations. So anyway, just a fun little note to say, if anybody tells you 20% is the required down payment, it's just simply not true. In fact, the average down payment for homes purchased or mortgages originated last month was just a little over 10%. And so that's totally a combination of some that did 20%, some that did 0%, some that chose to do 50%, not that they had to, but that just fit their needs. So definitely fact check that information, speak with your lender, probably speak with multiple lenders, and figure out what exactly it is that you want and need to do for the property that you are purchasing.